Oh, the things we talk about when the mic's not on.
Well, when is the mic on?
Now. Hi, this is Brian White. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 5 of Celebrity Soul Speak with Brian and Rene. Johnny Cash. My wife Rene is a medium, and I've been a radio personality for over 50 years. The other side established communication with us because they wish to stay in touch with this dimension. They know I truly love and respect music and the artists that perform it, and Rene is a huge music fan as well. We started this podcast, and we've been interviewing celebrities that have passed over. We're giving them a platform, and they have a lot to say, and we're in contact and passing along their thoughts.
All your life, you'll be faced with a choice. You can choose to love or hate. I choose love. Today, we're talking with Johnny Cash, the Man in Black. I watched a documentary about your life recently. I imagined that Johnny Cash, low, deep voice saying to me, I'm aware of that. You guys are watching, aren't you?
Hi, Johnny. You know, I was 8 or 9 years old, and my brother was 6 years older than me, and he'd play your albums while he was working on his cars. I'd be out there hanging out with him, and it was great to hear your music, song after song on the album. Great stuff, Johnny says. Seems to me I'm indebted to you along with so many others because it was you and the people who shared your profession, people who shared your ear, who were so instrumental in our success and so instrumental in helping people understand what we were trying to say. Sometimes musicians are in great need of interpreters. Somebody to set the work into perspective and the things that you all were saying before or after you've played the song. Help people really understand what it was. We wanted them to know. That is so great to hear. We didn't get feedback from artists about how they felt we were doing and representing them to our listeners. Johnny, tell me about yourself. Johnny says, it was a life. It was a long life. I lived until there wasn't anything else to do. You lived hard. It was sometimes quite difficult, but I feel that I was blessed in many, many ways. I enjoyed it. We're honored that you are here. Johnny, you are just really amazing, and I'll never forget one of my favorite lines in a song. I shot a man in Reno just to see him die. That line has been with me for probably 60 years. Johnny says, you know, there's a lot of big talk that came out of my mouth. Don't believe everything you heard. No, of course you didn't shoot a man in Reno just to see him die. But it's still a great line. Johnny says, boy, talking like that sure did get me into a lot of places.
What a great line. Perhaps a song title. I lived until there wasn't anything else to do.
Well, there you go. You're going to ask Johnny to write a song with you, right?
Well, it's out there now. We'll see what he says.
Johnny, you seem to be a very down-to-earth, honest kind of guy. Johnny says, I came from nothing. I came from nowhere. My people weren't big people, and I always felt most comfortable with people that sounded like me, that lived like me, that ate like me. I always thought to myself, those are my people. They know me. They recognize me. They don't say, sir, look at me funny and try to shake my hand. They offered me something to eat, and they'd say, sit down, and we traded stories. That's the thing I always enjoyed, was hearing people's stories. And Johnny, your stories are amazing, and you've told some. When you teamed up with Dylan and did The Girl from the North Country and all that, it's been such an inspiration for me throughout my life and career. And What Is Truth is another one. It's just so profound. And of course, A Boy Named Sue.
Where are you now? What are you doing? Johnny says, just listening and just witnessing, just hoping my newfound friend here has got a place to go back to after this illness is done in your lives. And so happy that you enjoy my little pickings on the guitar. Little pickings? Beautiful, thought-provoking, and entertaining music that is still loved by many. People love you, you know.
The thing I love about you, Johnny, is that at the time you were such a rebel. But you were accepted when most rebels weren't always accepted. You were because you had so much talent. The thing is, when you weren't playing, you were very approachable. You seemed to enjoy interviews and that sort of thing, and that's the part I like. You did wonderful in creating your life. You took your craft, which is music, and went to the top of it. And mine was to be on the radio, and I'm celebrating 50 years in radio this year. Looking back, I don't think I would have done anything else. This is it. Johnny says, happy golden anniversary to you. There's a gold pocket watch with your name on it somewhere, I'm sure. I said, yeah, Johnny, let me know when you find it.
And while you're looking for his pocket watch, can you see if there's anything out there for me?
Joan Carter Cash, Johnny's daughter, said about her father, I believe that my father is still hanging around, and he's most certainly hanging around in these words forever. He most certainly is, Joan. Johnny, thank you so much for your time today. What a great conversation. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks for joining us. Join Celebrity Souls Speak on Facebook at facebook.com/The Celebrity Souls Speak. And check out Rene's blog at commonsenseinwilmingtonnc.blogspot.com. Sense spelled C-E-N-T-S.